first question that you might be asking is, does this apply to me? So I'm going to be talking to you a bit about the Science of Teaching Reading exam and applying for certification. And so this message is mostly for the core subjects EC6 students, the core subjects 4 through 8 students, ELAR 4 through 8, or ELAR Social Studies 4 through 8. If you are in one of those 4 categories, if that's going to be on your certificate as a teacher, then this does apply to you. If you are in a different certification area, then the STR Science of Teaching Reading deadline does not apply to you. So just want to make that clear before we move forward. A common question that we get from individuals, and this would be for all programs, is do I need to do anything other than graduate to be a teacher? Yes, you do. A lot of people think that once they finish their student teaching, they're just done, but you're not. You have to apply to TEA through their website to get what's called your standard teaching certificate before you're totally finished, and you can say, yes, I'm a teacher. So the deadline to be certified with that standard certificate without taking the Science of Teaching Reading exam is December 30th. That is the TEA set deadline. However, staff in the certification office, the people that have to click recommend for you, they're going to be going on winter break December 23rd. So we really need to get it done by the end of the workday on December 23rd, because I cannot make any promises about people coming in on their winter break to process recommendations. I do have some contact information at the bottom there. I have my email address, and then below that I have Mr. Bob Nottingham's email address. He is the person who recommends people for certification, so that's going to be on several slides as we go through, just for your reference. So if you have to apply for certification and you need to get that done in December in order to not take this exam, what is it that you have to have done? So you need to complete all the requirements. You've finished all your classes, you've finished your student teaching, you did your 30 hours of observation early on in the program before student teaching. All of those are things that we check for in TK20 to make sure that you've completed those. You also need to have your degree conferred, your bachelor's degree conferred by the registrar's office. We have sent the registrar's office a list of degrees that we need conferred right away, and we hope that we've caught everybody that this applies to, but you can help us by applying for your certificate, because we'll be able to check that list against the list that we sent the registrar's office and notify them that we need your degree conferred quickly if we missed you. There's also, you need to have a passing score on your PPR exam. You need to have a passing score on your content exam. So that would be the things like the core subjects EC6, or, you know, core subjects 4-8, whatever your content is, you need to have that passing score. You need to apply to TEA through their website. You need to pay the application fee to TEA. They will not process your certification if you have not paid their fee. And you also need to get fingerprinting completed if you haven't done that already. And that has to be done through a TEA approved vendor. And it usually takes them 5 to 7 business days to tell TEA that you've completed fingerprinting and that it's all done. So those instructions on how to complete fingerprinting pop up at the end of the application when you're done with it. So if you're not sure what to do, that information will come when you apply. So if you did PD in your school about the Science of Teaching Reading, this could be, you know, maybe the teachers in your building were doing PD on the reading academies, for example, and they were learning about things for the Science of Teaching Reading. For those teachers, they don't have to take the test now. Do you still have to do that? Yes. Okay, that training was for people who are already certified. So even though you got the benefit of that training, that does not replace the exam. So if you do not get certified in 2020, you will have to take the STR exam in 2021. Okay, so who do you contact if you need test approval to take a test? Maybe you haven't finished all your exams yet. You need to contact Deborah Alford, and her email address is right there on the slide. She can get you set up with test approval. She can send you instructions on how to register. If you've taken an exam and failed it 5 different times, there is a waiver application that she can help you with, and she can walk you through all of those steps. So for anything testing, Deborah Alford is the person in our office to help you with that. how many days do you have to wait before testing again? So let's say that you don't have a successful attempt on a test. TEA says that we have to wait 30 days before you take it again. You can register for the exam again within that 30-day window as long as the date that you're selecting for when you take it is at least 30 days from the last day that you took it. If you have any questions about that, you can email Deborah Alford and she'll get you set up with test approval so that you can re-register and she can answer all of your questions. So who do you contact with questions about the status of your application? That would be Mr. Bob Nottingham. He is our recommender in the office, and he has to wait for your degree to be conferred before recommending you. So if you've done everything and paid your fees and applied and you're still not certified, it's probably because graduation hasn't happened yet and we're waiting on that degree conferral. He can answer your questions about your application or the status or the process on anything for that. So now we're going to go through a few scenarios because we've had some specific kind of like situational questions. So I'm going to give you a few different scenarios of a student in a situation and what they should do to make sure that they're meeting this deadline on time, or, you know, making sure that they're doing things in their best interest. So the first scenario, this person is graduating in December. I've passed my content exam and my PPR exam, and I haven't applied for certification yet. What do I do? All right, this person needs to contact either Bob Nottingham or me, and we will send you instructions on how to apply. You need to apply for your standard teaching certificate immediately, today preferably while you're watching this. You're going to complete your fingerprinting if you haven't done it as soon as possible, and you're going to go ahead and pay that fee so that you can get certified and we're not hung up on the fee. Scenario B, this person is graduating in December. They are scheduled to take their PPR or content exam or both in December. Maybe it's like December 10th or December 13th. You're scheduled to take a test. You haven't applied for certification yet. What should you do? Okay, the beginning of this is the same. You're going to contact us and you're going to get the instructions for how to apply, and you're going to go ahead and apply. That's going to give you time for us to start putting your records together on all those other things that we have to check. And you're going to get to do your fingerprinting if you haven't done it yet. You can wait to pay the fee until you've passed your exams. So, for example, let's say you're taking your PPR on December 8th, and you get your scores back and you passed. Then you go ahead and pay your fee. You would notify Bob Nottingham when you get your scores, say, hey, I passed my tests, I've gone ahead and paid my fee, just to let you know. If you don't pass your test, then of course you could wait to pay the fee until you do pass your test. At this point, if you fail your test in December, you're going to have to take it at least 30 days later, which would be in January, which means you're going to end up having to take that STR exam. All right, another scenario. I'm graduating in December. I've passed my PPR and my content exam. I'm scheduled to take the ESL or the SPED or the bilingual exam in December. I have not applied for certification yet. What do I do? So you're going to contact us again. You're going to go ahead and apply. You're going to do your fingerprinting if you need it. You're going to pay your fee when you find out that you passed your exam that you're scheduled for in December for one of those 3 supplemental areas. Okay, so let's say you pass. Great, that's awesome. You pay your fee and then you get certified in your content area and whatever that supplemental area is, whether it's the SPED, ESL, or bilingual. What if you fail that exam? Well, if you fail the SPED or the ESL or the bilingual in December, but you still want to be certified in that primary content area, let's say it's EC6 for example, go ahead and pay the fee and email Bob Nottingham. You can say, hey, I didn't pass my exam in ESL, but I still want to have my core subjects EC6 certificate, or whatever the case may be. And he can go ahead and process that for you. And the reason I'm recommending that is because if you wait until January to get certified to add on that other area, you're going to have to take the STR. So this way you can avoid that. The last one. Okay, next one. This person is graduating in December. They've passed their PPR and their content exam, and they're scheduled to take their ESL or SPED or bilingual exam in 2021. They don't want to take the test yet in December. Maybe they don't feel ready, whatever the circumstance is. And they have not applied for certification yet. What should they do? They should apply now, and they should get certified now. and they should go ahead and take their exam in 2021 for the SPED, bilingual, or ESL, and then once that happens, they can apply to TEA for certification by examination in 2021 after passing the SPED, bilingual, or ESL exam. They are going to have to pay that application fee again to get that other certificate added on, but they're actually going to end up spending less money because they're not going to have to pay the $136 for the STR exam attempt if they're certified now in 2020. Okay, so what if you do end up having to take the STR in 2021? There are some study materials available currently on the Pearson website, and we're going to be talking to C&I Department, Curriculum and Instruction, to see if there's anything they know of that we can email out to people if they contact us. We're going to try to figure out what those resources are so that we can communicate those to you. If you have any additional questions, please email me. My email is there. I will try to get your questions answered. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to find the answer. I'll try to send you to the person that you need to talk to about whatever the issue is. But we are here to help you in the certification office. So please let me know if there's anything else that we can do for you. And congratulations on graduating. And good luck, guys.